Alright, what is going on, my dudes? So, I may or may not have a new rank 2 that I brought to war today. I do. I don't know why I said that like that, but we got Spider-Gwen up at rank 2, man. I took like 8 fights with her today in war number 1 of the season. Planned it all, jumped right in, shot right to the boss. So, let's jump into it today, man, and we'll talk about her while I show you some fights. Alright, so first things first, I have the Spidey 2099 relic on my Spider-Gwen, which essentially makes her immune to the dexterity buff, making her great for lots of mystics, right? So, here we have a Mojo here on path 5 in section 1, and this is Ebb and Flow knockdown, and they go debuff immune here when you knock them down. So this one's a bit of a slower fight, you know, we got the attack tactic, but we don't get to place the withers, but as you can see, we're hitting kind of hard here, right? Now, why are we hitting so hard? Is it because 7 stars are OP? No, well, kind of, but but it's also mainly because here we have the Penny Parker synergy with us, okay? And what that does is it essentially allows you to start completely ramped up. It's actually kind of insane. It's like very powerful. It's like borderline too powerful because as you can, big damage. Spider-Gwen is a fantastic champion. The thing with her is that she has to throw 4 special ones to ramp up. And this pretty much allows her to skip that ramp, which is kind of insane. So this Darkhawk here, Ebb and Flow knockdown, aggression, precision, heavy hitter, all these fun things. I'm going to show you the first couple seconds of this fight, and then I think you'll understand like why we're going to skip through it. It's just one of those fights where it's like the way that the war planning happened. It was like, you know, obviously this is like, oh, that was bad, but because the protection, the debuffs went away. But obviously this fight is like, fine, we're gonna get through it, fine, we get through it, fine. It just took about like 3 minutes, and it's very boring to watch, right? So we're gonna go ahead and just skip towards after this. Actually, the special 3 did kind of okay, so we could watch the special 3 here. So we had the protection down here, the shield one went away, we had the fury from Ebb and Flow Fury, and yeah, basically I just ended up doing this twice because I saw this did a lot of damage, and she gets the Hunter Spider here. Yeah, that itself does good damage, and then we get the bonus damage as well. I split back up to special 3, and then we got through the fight. But it's boring, and I'm not gonna make you watch hitting Darkhawk once or twice, tapping him while he's in his shield mode for 4 minutes. It's boring. Alright, so here in section 2, path 5, once again, Ebb and Flow intercept, we do have this Kindred. Now, Kindred is a pretty, you know, nasty defender. Now, the attack tactic goes a decent way in helping against his degen potency. However, Spider-Gwen in general is a pretty solid enough counter to him. So we're going for the special 1 here, and now baiting out the special 2, pushing him down in the corner, gonna counter that to stop his bugs. We are Spider-Verse, so we're gonna have an extended pause timer. As you can see, it lasts for 14 seconds instead of 7 seconds. Now we have the Enervate on him, right? Because we had the Trap Spider or the Hunter Spider on from the special 1, and yeah, that was pretty darn nice there. Going for it now, a Striker. Watch this heavy attack. Bam, 33k into a special 2, dead in 45 seconds, took 3% of our health off. Nice. You love to see it. Spider-Gwen doing some nice big damage against Kindred there. Up next, we have a Quicksilver. So this fight is interesting, and it's a great example of how things can go so awry against Quicksilver so incredibly fast, even if you have such a great start. So this is Mighty Charge. So you're gonna have to reparry him, right? So parry, right? And now we also have to do that because he's going to evade, but now I can get my intercept if he lets me, which he doesn't, right? So this is again another kind of like the Darkhawk fight, one of those things where like the matchup is like fine, but it's not an ideal matchup in the slightest. You know, I'd like to have Zemo here or Shuri here, usually who I use for Quicksilver. Those are the two. But yeah, once you get rolling here with the Ebb and Flow Fury, it's that, yeah, that was a nice 80k special too. I mean, like, that was solid, right? So it's been 40 seconds here. Quicksilver is almost dead. We're baiting out a special 2 here. I put block proficiency stat focus on my 7 stars that tend to be a little squishier, and I really do enjoy that strategy quite a bit, especially on like Spider-Gwen. As you can see, that entire special 2 into the block didn't do much. So yeah, now at this point, the whiplash are kind of starting to build up a little bit. They're gone now. So he's at 20% health, right? We got to wait for his terminal velocity to go away. There we go. Now we can get an intercept off if he lets us. So watch this. We're going to go for this. Evade. We're in the corner. We have whiplash going. We're like, dude, come on. He clips us here. Look at all these whiplash are going. I intentionally got hit by the last bit of that special one so they would refresh and not explode. We have 9 on. I'm like, Jesus, let me just intercept you. There we go. Go for the special 3. The fight went so well. He was pretty much dead in 45 seconds. My OBS froze, sorry. But yeah, so the fight was going so well. He was basically dead in 45 seconds. And then he decided to give us a little bit of a potion tax because our entire war was just going too cheaply at that point. Up next, we got Dr. Doom here. So this is another one of those like longer fights, but also like fine. You know, the thing is Dr. Doom is just so tanky. So we have Spider-Gwen here. She has a slow debuff on her special 1, and she also, slow debuff on her heavy, and she also, one thing that I feel like people don't talk about Spider-Gwen, which is definitely going to come into play later on in this video, is this. Once she has 3 or more of her Spider-Gwen charges, that's not what they're called, she just automatically evades unblockable special attacks, which is really, really nice. It's really, really nice. You know, and there's no cooldown on it. So if you're fighting somebody who has unblockable specials every time, you're just auto evading. Like, you know how Silk, for example, is great with her evade, but like you have a bit of a cooldown, you have to manage that a little bit. Yeah, with Spider-Gwen, it's just, I wonder if it was better, honestly, to not go for heavies here for the slow debuff and just auto evade everything. That would be nice and easy. But as you can see, this fight going well. We're sitting at 100% health. He's down a third of his health with 1 minute down. We have 4 minutes left. I knew this was going to be a bit of a longer fight. But the special 2 rotation here, you know, we're not going to crit because it's Dr. Doom, which is a bit annoying. But we're just taking it slow. Every special 2 does 25% off. I'm clocking that, and I'm like, all right, 2 more special 2s, and he's dead. And this fight was clean and good the entire time, but I don't think we need to watch the same rotation over and over. Gonna go in and finish with our special 1 here, probably. No, actually, we got a crit off, though, in that last medium. That's nice. All right, we're gonna have a little bit of a repellent cleanser here. We're gonna go in with the Duck against an Ascended Rank 5 Domino. All right, I usually don't put auto mash on, but my inputs were feeling a little bit wonky at this point. So I was thinking to myself, you know, we're in war. I'm just going to go ahead and take it slow against this Domino. This is a high energy diet, burden of might. So like Nimrod would not work here. Shuri would not work well here, right? That kind of stuff. So basically, we're going with the Duck. We're going with the Duck, man. The Duck is great. The Duck is fantastic. He's actually my favorite Domino counter. He's just like so good. Just so good. Now, we'd normally be at like 35 Furies at this point, be almost fully ramped, but the auto mash is a little bit slower, but also just a little bit safer in war. You know, in battlegrounds when it's like, gotta go super fast, I'm gonna go for manual mash, but here, might as well play it safe, right? That's kind of the name of the game with Alliance War. So, at 39 Furies, gonna bait out this special 2 if she ever really wants to throw it. And then, yeah, now we're doing some very, very solid damage. And she's about to just fall, man. 335,000 health on a rank 5 Ascended Domino. Here comes the special 1. And now we're pretty much fully ramped after this parry right there. 49 Furies. Can't really ask for anything more than that. And she's dead very, very efficiently. Very efficiently. But now we got the fun fights, man. We're at the final boss island. We're at the old Node 54 Mangog, right? Aspect of Evolution, improved power gain, all those things, right? Couldn't put an invul boost on, right? Now I'm really excited about this fight. This was like, this is a fun one, man. So this is Mangog, right? This is like very, very standard Alliance War placement. Like, I bet like in an Alliance War video 2 years from now, Mangog's still gonna be here. Like, this is like his spot. This is like where Mangog is good, right? Going for the special 2. I'm not really worrying about his power here. Going for the striker. Gonna go for a full combo here. Back up after 4, actually. He didn't throw his special 3. He's a silly goose. What can I say? Now he's throwing it, right? We put the invul boost on. This was literally the plan. This was the plan. To push him to the special 3 and just do as much damage as we can at first. Clearly, he's halfway dead, right? So the damage is good. The damage is good. Rank 2 versus rank 2. 500,000 health in this guy. But now, I get to show you something that I just absolutely adore about Spider-Gwen. And it wasn't the giant special 2. It was this ability that I was talking about before with Dr. Doom. Just evade the entire thing. Evade the entire thing. Go for the special 2 again. No crits that time. That's alright. Not too worried about that. Unblockable special 2 again. That's fine. I'm just going to evade it. Can't hit me. Can't hit me. He's done. He's done. And I could do that all fight. Thing is, with Aspect of Evolution, is like if he gains like 30 bars of power, eventually he's going to be chaining those special 2s. Well, he could chain them all day. Doesn't really matter. Up next, we have an Ascended Rank 5 Rintra. Lots of health. I was a little unsure about this fight. Because I was going to use the global here for Conflictor. Now, I do Conflictor with Spidey 2099 all the time, but he was banned. That's pretty much why he wasn't on my team. But as you can see, he's getting power from Conflictor. But when I fight a global defender with 30k heavy attack, man. Nice. No suicides, anything like that. That's a lot of damage, man. That's nice. But when you fight a global defender, instead of getting the placebo buffs on you, you're going to put withers on them. These withers are 20% potency, so at this point, I also have the Spidey relic on, which is a little bit extra passive wither. It's really hard, might as well not even be there. But what we're actually doing here is like kind of cutting off Conflictor, because Conflictor is going to essentially give him 75% passive power every time we put a debuff on him, right? The wither controls that, which is great, which is nice. So yeah, we're less than a minute in. He's almost halfway dead. You'd love to see it. We're throwing the heavy attacks just to, keep his cow charges under control here. I'm making sure those withers stay on. Right. There's his natural power gain from his Sig ability. He gained nothing, right? Because of the withers. We're going to go for a special 2 here. Nice 50k. At this point, those red numbers, I believe that she reverses healing a little bit on her special 2 stun, which is nice. You combine that with Despair. It's not something that I ever rely on for heal reversal, but it's just kind of nice to have, especially when there are so many debuffs going at once with the willpower healing. It's nice. You might as well. Yeah. So here we go. We're going to go for a special 2 again. I should knock him down once, though. I do hope I do that. I'm looking at his cow charges. I definitely do right here. I got to go. Oh, I don't. I guess that's fine, actually. Go for a heavy attack here. Yeah, 0 cow charges. We're good. We played it perfectly. That was great. Yeah, so I like Spider-Gwen for this. I like Spidey 2099 for it more. It's just so much easier, less to manage. That was an Ascended Rank 5 Rintra, and the boss is an Ascended Rank 5 Doctor Strange. How about that? Doctor Strange, not on my bingo card for who's going to be the first boss I take down this season. 620,000 health. Doctor Strange, we'll take it. Let's go. Well, what a way to bust out Rank 2 Spider-Gwen. First time I'm really using her. I've used her in Battlegrounds a few times since I did the rank up. But anyway, it's really the perfect fight for Spider-Gwen here, because once you cut off his power gain with the withers from the attack tactic, it's done. Like, it's done. There's nothing you can do. Again, if Spidey 2099 wasn't banned, oh my god, I would have been eating. I would have been eating here, dude. So yeah, we're just kind of going backdraft here. We're going for backdrafts. We're going actually for the Spidey relic here, and now I'm gonna test stand your ground. I'm testing it. I'm like, I don't see any. Oh, there's a resist special theory. So I only started that once I went for the striker. So I can get an easy heavy, and I had the special 3 available. So I was testing it. It would have been fun if I could have just done that for the rest of the fight, but we can't. So now we're going for the Hunter Spider here, and we're pretty much just kind of like, the extra red damage here is what that is, which is really nice when you get the crits, because it does a lot of extra burst damage, which is great. But yeah, man, we're getting a nice. He's just really just playing into us here. Going for the striker into a nice big special 2 finish. Finished at pretty much 100% health in about 70 seconds. Granted, it was a Doctor Strange boss, so it wasn't like, big scary boss, but I did take a Rintra in the off season with her, and it worked out very, very well. But yeah, that's Spider-Gwen, dude. She's pretty darn solid, man, as a rank 2. She's a lot better with the Spidey 2099 relic. With the attack tactic, with the 7-star availability, and the Spidey 29 relic that is now available in War. All those things put together, rank 2 Spider-Gwen with the relic and attack tactic is one of the best attackers for the next 2 Alliance War seasons, which was pretty much why I went with the rank 2, because I mean, the proof is in the pudding, the proof is in the video. Rank 5 Ascended Rintra on Conflictor was like pretty much a nothing fight, you know what I mean? Doctor Doom boss, Mangog on 54, Doctor Strange boss. Yeah, so Spider-Gwen, dude, felt really nice using her in like, you know, important content for the first time in a while. Rank 3 Spider-Gwen 6-star was like one of my first 10 rank 3s, so pretty cool to bust her out again, man. I like Spider-Gwen a lot. Glad to have her duped, and she's a great champ. That's it for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, drop your boy a big ol' like. Let me know what you think about rank 2 Spider-Gwen in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any future videos just like this coming to you when I want to make them. I'll be seeing you around.